you know, man, it's a great deal, man, and I'm just happy that I'm happy to know you, brother. You know what
Nah,
I'm
man.
saying?
Now
I'm
you
happy to know you.
got me all emotional, and it's
Don't get to
only a
crying,
couple.
nigga.
But it's only a couple people. Jeremy, will you tell him that it's only a few people I got man crushes on? He's
Yeah.
he's trying to get into. He's trying to ease his way in. Okay, Valentine's Day is coming up.
Oh,
Um,
there you go.
nah, TD,
Hey,
man, I appreciate it, man. But you know what? I'm gonna say this though, man, and this is not. This is truth be told. You know what I mean? Because I know your family. You know what I mean? I know a great deal about you and what you're doing in the community. And man, you have an amazing family. You know
I
what I
appreciate
mean?
you. Appreciate you.
And what they're doing and what you were able to do. And you know, I have to ask you this. How did the LeBron getting the scoring title, right? With his
Right.
family there, with his kids there. Can you tell me how does it feel to watch your kids play on Sunday, to know you played on Sunday, and knowing that the careers and the things that you have and how God has blessed you with that? Like what is that feeling like, man?
You know what, Will? I let me say this, man. I think when my boys started playing college football, so high school was cool, but me and you both know, and probably some of you other guys that's on this panel, we were considered blue chips when we played. All this 5-star, this 3-star, that you were considered based off your film, not going and running a 40, not doing whatever at a 24/7 camp or whatever they got going on. But it didn't really hit me. Um, College was cool. But it didn't hit me until when Darian graduated from Oklahoma State and he transferred to Nebraska to play his last year with my youngest boy. And to see both of them, on the field at the same time, Will, that's when it hit me. And
Oh,
I was like, man, because we were making 2 trips. One week we here, the next week we here. I was spending $35,000 a year on trips. And when they got to the same school, you know, money was saved, and we were able to just go to one game every week, and we went all over. Wherever they went, we was all over with these guys, man. And just to see my boys out there together on the field, man, it done something to me. And then I was like, man, this is crazy. But then when Darian graduated from Nebraska with a master's degree, and I didn't think nothing. I said, man, this dude got his master's. And I tell you, Will, the first day it really hit me, it hit me in the back of the head. I'm sitting out at Levi Stadium, getting ready to play my team. We going to play Green Bay, and I come through the bottom, and they bring me up, me and the wife, and I look out there and I see my son getting ready, and I look over and see Aaron Rodgers. I see George Kuntz, and I go over and me and him chop it up for a quick second, and I walk up in the stands, and when I turn back around, I tell you, man, I told God, I was like, I would, just getting them through school, getting that education, but to be able to see him on Sundays playing was the biggest thing that a parent can actually want. And I mean, and I'm talking about, because I'm looking at levels now. I'm not talking about just going because of the money. I'm talking about the way he went about it, right? You go to school, you graduate in 3. You go play one more year, you get a master's. Now you've been in school 4 years. Now you playing and you getting the bag. You getting what you want to do. You living your dream. Then I shifted over. My baby boy go to the Texans. And then to go to that game and to see his first game, he got 5 tackles and a sack in his first. I was shocked. Man, tears come from my eyes, and I'm looking here at my grandsons, and I'm like, man, y'all next. And he's graduated too. And so the feeling, Wheel, is, man, I was inundated, man. It's a feeling that it's hard to really explain. Like LeBron, like I said, he won that title and you had your family there, but to actually see your kids in action, see, it's different because he the dad, he's the provider. But once the provider, like once he starts seeing Bronny and his other baby boy do their thing, and then they doing it at a high level, oh man, it's gonna be ridiculous for that man. It's man, and people always tell me all the time, you know, I did a great job. All we did was be parents, you know, and and then Will, my wife's family. You've been knowing her longer than I've been knowing her. So you knew her daddy, you knew how they were raised. So for her to come from an athletic family and me, and you're right, I laugh and we can joke. But yeah, I got into a really good family with really good athletic genes, and I matched mine with that, and those are the results. So with all that being said, it's man, it's a blessing. It's a blessing to see that. And the thing is, I tell y'all what's funny. So they redoing my office in here. They moved my desk out. So they moved everything out of my office. Anything that had Texas Tech, except for my helmet, I just put it back up. Everything they moved out, and it's how they do us old guys, what they call it, out with the old, in with the new. So if you can kind of see, they hung up Darian's jersey in here, and then they got all this Nebraska, you know, they got all this crap in here, So this is how they fix my office up. But
we need to get a bigger office.
Yeah, so I'm happy with the trophies, right, Will? But
you got to get a bigger office, Tony.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm gonna get all my stuff back in once I get my desk and stuff back in. But I'm gonna tell you the proudest thing that any parent, that all of us should be proud of, is if I look over to this wall and I see those degrees sitting on that wall. That's what makes me excited, because now I know these kids can fend for themselves. They can feed themselves.
Amen, brother.
And so, and that's why, just like what you do, Will, you know what I'm saying? You go out here and you mentor these kids. You had to go back and get that paper, brother.
Yeah.
To do what you had to do. People don't realize that. You went and got the bag. You left and got the bag, then went back and finished. Then did all that stuff. But see, a lot of people don't know that. But see, when people say, man, what Will caught? Man, Will was coaching at Texas. Will was coach. What? Yeah, man, what? I didn't know he graduated. No, that brother, he was determined. That's what it is, and that's what it's about. And then now the way that you give back, that's what I like. And this is the thing with Bubble Out, brother. This is what I'm doing. I'm mentoring young kids. They getting this bag on here, and we telling them, we set them up. They got financial advisors telling them that we can't make you do nothing, but what we're gonna show you is you're trying to get all these cars, you're trying to get this jewelry, all that stuff depreciates. Put your money back. Have something. Make sure you got something. My son told me one thing, guys, and I tell you this, I'll leave it with you. His first year at San Francisco, people was laughing at him because he rented a Ford Fiesco to drive around up in San Jose, back and forth to practice, whatever. Richard Sherman came and had a conversation with him, and he said, Double D, he said, man, I don't see you around here buying all this jewelry and all this. He said, well, I went and bought a house. He said, you did what? He said, yeah, I bought a house in Forney, Texas. He said, you bought a house? He said, yeah. He said, how big is it? He said, it's about 5,000 square feet. And he said, man, so you a homeowner? He said, yeah. He said, I'll be through paying for it in 3 years the way I mapped it out. Man, this boy will be through with his house this summer, guys. And it has $150,000 equity in it. And this guy, and that's what it's about. And Richard Sherman, before he left the team, he had a meeting with these guys, all these rookies. He said, you got a Rolex. How much that necklace cost you? He said, $100,000. He said, where you live at? He said, oh, I'm at the house with my mom. He said, you at home with your mama? He said, guys, this kid right here, he got a house. Y'all laughing at him because y'all got these cars. He got a house. His second year was his car year. He bought an X7 BMW, the SUV. So he got, and that's the thing. Once we start teaching our kids how to do things the right way and teach these young men the right things, this is what it's about. This is what Will is doing. I know what Will doing because I've seen what Will do. I've talked to people who deal with Will. Me and Will sat on college football fields doing junior days and doing recruitments and football games when he was out recruiting and he getting on young men. So having a guy like him in your corner, that's what you need because he knows what it takes. He got that paper and he know what it takes to get to where you want to be determined, to be better in life. You know, sports is only for a short term. NFL say not for long. What are we going to do after that?
Absolutely.
And this is what
Absolutely.
y'all, and that's why I say what you guys are doing, Pat. You know, me and you go way back. Our kids played together from first grade, pee wee, whatever, all the way up. And you know how I've always coached kids, you coach. We've always done it and had fun. But at the end of the day, it's about the kids and what they're gonna put back into the community and how they're gonna live their life after these sports or after they graduate high school. You're gonna go to college, get a degree, you're gonna go get a trade. You gotta do one thing, but you can't be in the streets because if you don't, especially for us, we'll be a statistic, right? So
Right.
this is what y'all doing and putting these kids on these platforms. It's a great deal, man. I appreciate, man. When I tell y'all I appreciate y'all, it's a blessing that y'all had me on. You know, damn Bubble App. I'm happy to be on this podcast with you guys because this is what, to me, this is important.
You know what? And I appreciate you, Tony. You poured into my son's life. He like you his favorite coach, period. On any level and stuff like that, and you coached them hard. You were funny as hell too. Some stuff you used to say I can't repeat on this air, but
yeah,
but,
yeah.
but I mean, you know, he just graduated from college and he's got his
Yep.
degree and he just started a job in Austin, Texas, paying him more than I told him. Probably most of your homies been out of schools 5, 6, 7 years, and they ain't gonna touch what you make in your first year in another 3 or 4 or 5 years. So
exactly.
yeah, and I mean, and it's a blessing to go through that. Also, speaking of Willow, man, this is something you need to get in your office right here. You know what I'm saying? Collector's item. Willow made this, man, for the city. This gotta represent your office, man. We selling these things 2 for 10. Got a million of them and stuff, but we want to represent for the South Side because we got a lot of pride over here, man. You know, a bunch of black entrepreneurs, a bunch of black heroes going on. So we appreciate that.
Oh man, that's wonderful, man. That's wonderful. So anytime, like I said, I got a lot of athletes, man. Anytime you guys want to, you know, if there's somebody on there that y'all want to talk to, just give me a shout. Let me try to get them on with you. When's y'all next broadcast?
We broadcast every Sunday and Wednesday.
So let's do well, Sunday is Super Bowl. What are y'all doing for Super? Well, Booby's on. So Booby's on Bubble App. I think he's doing a 5-hour deal on Bubble App. He'll be taking calls for 5 hours on Sunday. On Saturday, excuse me, that's the 11th. What time y'all getting on Sunday?
It probably be kind of close to when it's over with after the game.
Well, let me know if y'all want to have my guy on, man. Just let me know anytime, guys. Y'all got,
man,
I got
bring Booby on.
Especially if he gonna watch, especially if he watched the Super Bowl, we're gonna probably get his input on it.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
no doubt.
Then Pat, me and you'll get on the phone after this tonight, and we'll get Booby on, and so y'all can lock my boy in.
No doubt, and I'll make sure you get Coach Carr number 2 so y'all can lock in as well.
Oh yeah, but you know, you all y'all guys can have my number. Hey, I ain't too big. I ain't never been too big. I always been down to earth. Even when I was balling, baby, it's all about relationships, guys, relationships.
Yes, sir.
It's all about relationships because without those, y'all won't be where a lot of us wouldn't be where we at, and that's what we're losing too in the black community. The relationships. I told some guys the other day, man. Stop being greedy. Money not bagged by gold no more. You know what I'm saying? You can go out and cut a tree down and go make some money out of that. So the deal is help your brother. Get out here. Somebody needs some help, even if it's just advice. Do it. Don't charge for it, brother, because God gonna look back out for you and he gonna take care of you. Because I'm telling y'all, man, he been taking care of me for a long time. And I've been riding on other people's prayers for a long time. Right? But I've been successful in what I'm doing. And with his grace, I'm gonna continue to be successful. This Bubble App, this is about to change a lot of people's lives, man. It's gonna change a lot of lives. And I said on this show, And y'all just remembered, I'm not gonna tell you everything because it's 8 segments to Bubble App. This is the first segment, the being able to talk face to face, being able to book the guys for in person or interviews on the phone or whatnot. But Will, you know this. Y'all think of everybody who made money off of us when we was playing college ball or any sport, from Pee Wee to the pros. Everybody that took money out of athlete's mouth, now you got to pay. I don't care what it is. Now you got to pay my guys. So
there it is.
That's
hey,
what. Let
me ask you this
Go
real
ahead.
quick. So, are you starting with the high school athletes, or is this going to start on the college level?
No, I got high school. I signed up 2 high school kids. And both of those kids are doing real good. They're in different states. Texas. I got a kid here in Texas. Matter of fact, I'm getting ready to sign a kid up here in Texas in just a bit. But Texas hadn't authorized NIL yet. So but this kid, this kid's playing football. He's going to play Division I football, 6'2" cornerback. But actually, I'm getting ready to give him a contract. Well, he already had a contract. He just needs to sign it because he's not playing any other sports. So I'm gonna be able to get him taken care of. So my buddy them got a kid. I ain't gonna say his name. He just got $4.8 million, and he's going to South Carolina. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Just got him an NIL deal, $4.8 million. Another kid we got. Listen, another kid we got. I ain't gonna say his name. He going to Arizona. We already got him $750,000, and he ain't touched. Neither one of them has touched the college campus yet, and they already paid. But the good thing about it is, these kids got the right people in their corners, so they're not trying to go out and buy all this crazy stuff, man. We teach them how to budget, how to live. Everything's on a budget. I got a brother of mine that's over at financial advisor for Edward Jones. He handles all my athletes. He put these guys on budgets. He talked to the parents, and it's a lot of things that we didn't do, that we didn't know when we were coming out. Like, Will made all that money, and then he go give mama $150,000 cash. Well, that was the wrong thing to do. It was a good thing to do, but the wrong thing to do. Now what we do, we set up LLCs for Will, and Will now put that $150,000 in that account and pay mama every month. And then at the end of the year, Will have his company, it's a tax write-off, get some of that money back.
Love it.
Mama can go file taxes now and put that on her, and she can go file that and that's more money for her too.
Right.
Love it, man.
It's a lot of things that we don't know as African Americans that's being done. Now we know, so now we need to do better.
Hey,
you know what?
I saw something on the internet, man. I didn't know this until I saw it. Did you? And it was Lupe who said it. Did you know that Rolex was a nonprofit company?
Yes.
I did not know that.
I didn't
either.
either.
Yes.
Wow.
I've heard. I hadn't seen no paperwork on it, but for years I've heard that.
Well, yeah, like it's a 501c3. It's a foundation. A foundation runs Rolex.
So listen to this. So it's just what Biden was talking about last night. Last year, all these CEOs around the U.S. made $400 billion. These corporations made $400 billion and paid zero taxes, brother. Zero taxes.
Did you know if you have an LLC that you can go buy a 7,000 ton truck?
Yep.
A 6,000 ton truck.
Yep.
And don't pay
cash.
No tax.
Yeah. And but
write
you can write it off and get it right back.
And get that money back.
That's what I meant. Write it off. Yeah, you can write that off. Yeah.
And get it right back.
Yeah, I just found that out this year. And look, we need this financial literacy. I was talking to my brother about this just today, and it's a lot of interesting facts that we know that we never been taught, that the other, races, not trying to be racist, that's taking advantage of. And we need to know this.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
I mean, it's
like
big now. Like
yeah.
so with all these kids that's coming out of high school right now, I don't care where you're going. See, I know some people say, "Oh man, you can look at this kid that we got $4.8 million, right?" Well, he got $4.8 million because of what he can do. You know, I tell you what, Dion is doing such a great job. Like Dion is telling these kids, you want to get a bag, go play like you deserve a bag. See, a lot of times you ain't proved nothing, you know, so it's hard for you to get certain money. Everybody not Nico. Nico getting $8 million to go to Tennessee, but when Nico go to Tennessee, he gonna have to stay all 4 years, and he getting paid $2 million a year. You see what I'm saying? And then a lot of times these guys have buyback plans. So, like for instance, if Nico goes there, and I don't know if this is actually in his contract, but if I had to bet my life on it, I probably would. I can guarantee he's gonna get that $8 million. When he gets to Tennessee, $2 million a year. But I guarantee he gonna have to stay all 4 years, or he got to pay that money back.
Right. Now, see, how is that fair, right? I mean,
it's fair because
I get it. I get the era we're living in, right, and the times that we're in, and I guess you almost have to equate it to the NFL draft. You know what I mean? For high school,
right?
And why I say that is because everybody has the number one pick. It just depends on who got the biggest bag.
That too. But let me say this, Will. Last year before last, was the first time Damien's last year, 2021, over at Nebraska was the first year at NIL, right? So we were prepared for that. So we was able to get Damien a truck. He made $60,000. You know, had he went back last year, he probably made $250,000. But he came out. So the thing is NIL, the way it hit and the way it hit so fast that a lot of people weren't prepared for it, not even the NCAA. NCAA don't make no money off of college football. They make their money off of college basketball, right? So you had all these colleges and these booster clubs creating LLCs and throwing money in it from the booster club to try to pay for play. Well, you can't pay for play. Now, NCAA is watching. So that's where we come into play. Bubble out. On here, you're going to work on this app and we got proof that you're working. So if you talk to a fan and you get paid, then we know you made that money and we can tell that you did what you were supposed to do, whether it was online or if you was in person. We make sure that happens, that you're not getting paid for play, you actually working. So, I mean, and like I said, there's a lot of rules going to come down. There's a lot of things going to change. But the good thing about Bubble App, we honor all school guidelines. So for any college, we're not going to break no rules. We got an open book policy. So if Will Carr is on here and he's at Michigan and he make $100,000 and he go buy him a new car, and here come the NCAA or the university and saying, hey, how did Will make this? Oh, come on over here. This is what he did. Oh, but you want to see the books? Sign this NDA. We're gonna sign off on the paperwork showing we can show your receipts, and then we'll do that. And we don't have no problems. We have an open book policy. So we're good for the athlete. We're good. But we're not gonna let nobody screw them either. So that's the thing. But yeah, it's changing. But what I was gonna tell you, Will, like you were saying, I was telling you about the kid that's going to Tennessee. Well, you remember the kid that plays for Texas that was at Ohio State from Southlake, right?
Correct.
So he got what, $2 million over there. Then went over there and he couldn't beat out Young. It's not Young. What's my boy name over at
Stroud?
Yeah.
Stroud. He couldn't beat Stroud out. So he left and went to Texas. Well, that company, they wanted their money back. You know, them people, they were Ohio State fans. They were trying to give him that bag. He go there, then left and went to Texas. So they had to work something out. But the problem that's going to come and where we come into play, you're going to have a lot of people that's going to have breach of contracts on the player side and on company side. That's going to be the biggest problem you're going to see in college football.
Like the kid at Florida. Like the kid at Florida, right?
Exactly. what they supposed to give him 13.5 million?
13.7.
Yep.
And he didn't get a quarter.
13.7 mil.
And he had to go somewhere else. He's over at Arizona now, Arizona State.
Yeah.
What they give him?
Not that, because he wasn't worth that. You gotta think, man. So this is the thing. You talking about getting this kid $13.5 million. The first round draft pick last year, hell, after taxes, he didn't bring that home.
See, that's okay, but that's where I'm going with it. That's what I'm saying. It's turning into the NFL draft, but the only difference is no pecking order. It's really whoever got the biggest bag.
Yeah, but I don't
you
even
see
know.
What I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know where he's rated as a quarterback. I know he's not higher than Nico, the kid out of California is going to Tennessee. He's the number 1 quarterback in the country.
Right.
And I think the number 2 quarterback is the Manning kid.
He's going to Texas.
And he's going to Texas. And nobody knows what that bag's going to be.
Oh, you know what that bag going to be.
Nobody know. You might know. I don't know.
No, I don't know, but I'm just saying that's a Manning. That's a Manning.
Yep. That's raw.
You know what I mean? So but that's what I'm saying though, Tom, man. I just think that, there's a whole nother element to recruiting, to grooming, to see that's like we was talking about that this Sunday, and how in different eras coaches had to deal with different stuff. You know what I mean? And now in this era, not with social media, now you're throwing NILs and shoot. SMU had NIL and got banned and got the death penalty for it.
Got the death penalty. You're right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, so now, and it took them 30 years to even recover.
Yeah.
So now you're giving these kids that type of money going into high school. And I remember Eric Dixon said, shoot, he took a pay cut to go to the NFL.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I just feel like you're going to be running into a lot of that. But to the people who getting that, as they say, getting the bag, man, handle your business, man, because here's the beauty of it. If they do it right, they have an opportunity to create generational wealth for their families. You know what I mean? As an 18-year-old, you have $13 million in the bank. If anything happens and you don't get drafted in, whatever, and you just have a good career in college, that residual cash flow is going to continue to streamline, particularly if you was a player that the school remembers and honors on a frequent basis. You know what I mean? So it's big, and I get it, and I just want to make sure these dudes paying their taxes on that bubble app.
Woo!
Making that money, they better pay them taxes.
Yeah, we make sure to tell them, hey, before you grab anything, and this is the beauty too on Bubble App. When you make your money, you get paid that day. We not like other people. You got to wait a week to get paid or 2 weeks to get paid. You get paid immediately. So when we see that you finished your task, we go through and it showed that you worked that whole hour that you on or 2 hours.
Oh, don't freeze up now because I got a doozy. I got a question for you. Unfreeze for me, brother.
He's probably just going and going.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, that wasn't me, guys.
That's that Texas Tech internet.
Man, So what I was saying
that's for windmills.
What I was saying before y'all internet service interrupted me is that on Bubble App, the way we have it set up, athletes can get paid that day. So you don't have to wait a week or a month like some of these pay, like TikTok pay you at the end of the month or every quarter. You get paid that day. So if you made $10,000 that day, you made $100,000. You make $100,000 in a day. You can get that money that day. You just have to do 2 transactions, which is we can only send you. You can only transfer $50,000 increments. So, but it's a good deal, guys.
I believe it, man. It'd be better if you took their taxes out before you sent it to them.
Yeah.
Well, we can do that too. I mean, but the issue is with that, the way the app is set up is a 1099. But that's why we have financial advisors in play. I got Chase. I got guys from Chase Private that's gonna come in. That's gonna mentor. But see, let me tell y'all something. The problem is not really the kids a lot of the times. The problem is the money hungry parents.
Yep. Yep.
That's the problem. So
That's why I think, you know what I'm saying, to protect the kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I ain't telling you how to run your business.
Almost
No, you're right. No,
you know what I'm saying? It's just if you could take that out of the work. I can't really tell this.
Well, I know what you're saying, but let me say this: the kids that we have, the young men and women that we have on the app, they understand, and that's why I have them, because I'm pretty much handpicking, and these kids listen. You know what I'm saying? So this is the thing: we have a policy on Bubble App for the high school and college kids. You got to maintain a 3.0 to be on the app and make money. I'm checking in with your coach, and if you're being disrespectful, guess what? We're going to suspend you on the app. You can't make money. Because sometimes, think of this. Y'all remember the guys over at A&M that just got kicked off the team last year, right? Smoking weed in the locker room?
Right.
Y'all, okay? They've been getting the bag. See, them dudes is making $5,000 a week on NIL money. They thought they was bigger than the program. So, we going to get high in the locker room. Come on, dog.
Hold on, that really happened?
Yes. Yeah. You never that big. You can't be bigger than the program. You just one entity.
Absolutely.
Take advantage of your opportunity and do the right thing.
And they was only just paying you $5,000 a week?
They was getting paid $5 a week.
And,
head through the roof. They couldn't even walk in the locker room no more.
Oh.
Hey, I got
man, that's okay. Keep going. I'm sorry. That's baffling, man.
Hey, Tony.
Hey,
Tony. You said you got 8 layers to this thing. I'm gonna add a 9th layer. You need to work with people like us at the Dub and people that got a little popularity doing what we do, and you need to work these type of deals out with people like us as well. We need to be on them Bubble apps for broadcasting.
So let me show you something. That's a part of the deal. That's one of my segments. So now, I can't give y'all my stuff, man. Listen,
just give me that one.
I got stuff set up. You
gotta watch Pat, man.
Yeah.
Next round.
But Pat, let me tell you.
Got Bubble app.
We want the bag, baby. Oh, it's upside.
He got Rep app.
So the deal is,
I need
for
that.
Instance, like Coach Carr, right? Coach Carr, he's known. He played high level. Played at a Power 5 high school, top 5 high school. He played at a Power 5 college. He went and played at a professional team for years. Now he's coaching in college football, right? He has a lot to say. So Coach got an audience. Coach can get on Bubble app. We'll be able to set up. So you know how coaches have seminars, right?
Right.
And you pay and you go to a seminar where I can take Coach Carr. I can go get 2 more coaches and I can run a seminar and they can pay on Bubble app. They ain't gotta pay me. They pay Bubble app. I set it up and they can pay Bubble app and they book coaching them for this seminar. And you can get almost 1 million people on there worldwide to listen to this seminar if you got enough, if people want to really listen to you, and pay $25 a person to get in. And then not only that, you can do a Q&A and just these people, they all listening, and then you take questions by picking on their pictures. Boop, boop, boop. You say, oh, you got a question? So you do an hour and a half seminar, then you do 30 minutes for Q&A. And then you can do that. And then y'all get paid right after that. That bag is on the app. You just hit a button and transfer your money to your account. It's called Bubble Cash to Bank. You hit it and you transfer that money. You see the money roll in as people book. So as they book and you see the money coming in, baby, ain't no sitting back. And then now it's a wonderful thing, man. And guess what, Will? Just how y'all at the house sitting on them nuts, this is where you can be on Bubble app. You ain't gotta get up and physically go nowhere. Huh?
What did you just say?
Hey,
what did you just say?
Hey, Coach Carr. I'm telling you, when he coached my son, this is normal language. So
no, I just need to make sure I got clarity. I'm just asking for clarity.
What I say?
What did you just say?
I just said you can get paid right then and there.
What did you say before that?
I said, this is what I said. I said, the beauty of what I'm doing, you can sit at home on your nuts and get paid doing what you're doing. You ain't got to go nowhere. You ain't got to physically get up and go into a auditorium. You ain't got to fly nowhere. You can make money sitting at your house just like y'all doing right now. That's the beauty of Bubble Out. That's the beauty of an athlete. So these athletes ain't gotta go nowhere. They can sit in the locker room and do this.
Absolutely. And see, yeah, so I definitely see the advantage of that, man. We definitely got to talk shop. Y'all need to sponsor our show too, man. We'll push that app because we deal just think about it. It's a win-win. We're dealing with athletes. We interview athletes all the time. So
I'm broke right now, man. I'm trying to get my money back out of this house. I'm broke, man.
We're gonna help you, man.
We're gonna help you. We're gonna help you get this to get the bag.
Once I start getting that bag, I know the group of guys I'm dealing with. So hey, when it's time and you say TD, we need a sponsor, baby, I got you. I got you.
But we're gonna help you get your money back. So we're gonna get Ward, we're gonna get Todd, and we're gonna take this show and Jeremy, and we're gonna take this thing nationwide. Cause man,
I need, like I said,
listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. You take that cash from Sunday. B-Rise, Pat, you take our Sunday show.
Yep.
And we can go live like worldwide, which we can right now, but our reach is not that long, not like yours, you know what I mean? Right. Man, I think that we have the making of something special.
Well, I tell you what, the good thing is this. I got the platform, I got the athletes. So y'all, just let me know. My guys love to, I encourage. Will, let me show you something what I teach.
If they like to talk, man, and gonna keep it 100, they can come. If they gonna be up here all proper, they can stay out the show.
Well,
I ain't talking about getting them in trouble. I ain't talking about that. Yeah. But I want them to feel as though they can speak freely.
Oh yeah, most definitely. But see, that's the beauty of it, right? So this is the thing. I'm trying to build something special. Y'all building something special. I think having what I have and having my athletes be able to come on board and talk. Me and you experienced this, and I know I've done it at a high level because people come tell me my name is in circles with a lot of people that I know, but people don't realize I got those connections because I played in West Texas. So I was able to meet Dick Cheney before he became vice president. I was able to meet both of the Bushes before they became presidents. So because they own oil companies, you know what I'm saying? And they were friends with, they come to Permian games versus Midland Lee. So they were friends with my college coach. Bush Sr. came down after our girls won the national championship and come and hang out with us on the football field, hugging on Robert Hall, right? So the thing is what I teach kids and what we have to capitalize off of, Will, like I tell kids now, do that podcast. Do it now. Because once you not important anymore, don't nobody want to deal with you. You think of the athletes who didn't have the opportunity, didn't take advantage of the opportunity to go hang out and learn the golf and go do business on the golf course and hang out with a CEO of a company. And then when they get out, they don't have no kind of relationships, and now you're a has-been. Dog, take advantage of the opportunity while it's there. And that's what our young people don't do. They want to run around sagging. Don't, like Dion told his guys, you think a company want to invest in you sagging, you ain't got a belt on, your hair nappy? Don't nobody want to do that. Groom yourself up. Play the part. And that's the thing we got to put back into the community, to these kids. Man, it's a lot of money out here to be got. It's a lot of money out here to be got. And we making more money than anybody. When I tell y'all we making more money than anybody, come on, man.
Oh, our buying power is insane. That's for sure. You know what
I'm
saying?
Somebody sent me something talking about Gucci, Louis, and something else. I said, man, I don't even buy them or Jordans. And I love Mike. I can't afford that. That ain't what I want to do with my money. So, it is what it is. These young kids don't realize, hey, I ain't never seen no woman want to give no dude no love because his pants was hanging off his butt.
Talk that talk.
So, That's the thing. But guys, like I said, let me know anytime. Any
Yes,
other
sir.
questions y'all have, I can answer them. If you want to get on that app tonight, again, I got a sports talk deal on there. The conversation's only 3 minutes. If y'all just want to see how the app works, I think it's always better to experience it so that you can actually talk more intelligently about it and see how it works. But man, it's a great deal. And like I said, I appreciate you guys, man. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Tony
Nah, we
Daniels,
appreciate
man.
you, man, and thanks for coming on, man. Like this is awesome, dude, for real. I mean, B
Absolutely.
Rise, I don't know, maybe B Rise is bored. He over there, they ain't gonna fall out his chair. He got
Yeah.
a baby ride and shit, you know what I'm saying?
No, I had to scoot
So,
up.
right, he
No,
ain't
I
have to call you out like that, did he, right?
All right.
I wasn't there. I've been in the whole time. It was just my computer screen was too far back. It looked like that. My bad.
Hey,
Hey, you might
I'ma
have to
tell
do like
y'all-
Swaggy, put on some shades.
I got
No,
one of my
I wasn't sleep at all. I wasn't sleep. Come on, don't do me like that.
hey, so one of my clients, dog, I know y'all gotta get him on. Multi-millionaire, brother played football. I think this would be a good deal. Got caught up in a sexual assault deal where a girl said he raped her, and the girl came back and said that after he did his time that her parents made her say it. And y'all know how that goes. Well, his brother was end up to get back on his feet, millionaire, on restaurants, motivational speaker, goes all the colleges, NFL teams talk. His name's Tiki Davis. Matter of fact, got a book out, and the book is powerful. Viola Davis underwrote the book through her publishing company. He's real good friends with them. He's one of my clients. Like I said, the guy is wonderful. So I'm trying to put back guys into positions where I can help out. Same thing I'm doing for Brandon Tucker. Same thing I'm doing for D-Rob and Clay Mack. I throw these guys' name around all the time because people always say Texas don't have athletes. I tell you, man, y'all must ain't been to this 20 corridor down here in Dallas, because boy, this is the hottest corridor in the country, and it's full of athletes. You throw a rock and hit one, and we got some of the best trainers out here. So I just want to make sure that people are recognized, because sometimes you get lost in the shuffle, and people need to get their roses before they die, right? Get their flowers before they die. And I think what y'all doing with these kids is giving them their flowers before they die. You getting to even have an old man like me on here, man, I appreciate it, dog.
Well, we appreciate you, man. And man, keep doing what you're doing. I've talked to you over the years, just getting great advice and stuff, and you always got your hands in something major. And I think this is the biggest thing yet. So we appreciate you, man, and we definitely be shouting it out. We'll be looking for that sponsorship real soon. So, but we appreciate you for jumping on the dub, boss.
All right, hey, appreciate the dub, baby. The dub.
Yes,
dub.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Clap to your chin. All right, y'all calm down. Okay. I thought I was going on the Jesus Christ. There we go. Man. Hey, the crazy thing, oh Lord, my computer is going loopy. The crazy thing though is we had I know what I do, I just turn the volume all the way down. I ain't gotta worry about it. All right. And the volume is popping up. What the hell going on? There we go. I'm scared to touch anything. All right, but man, this has been a crazy show and it worked out in a great, wonderful way, because we were supposed to be talking to the Red Oaks coaches and players tonight. Didn't work out for us in that way, but the great thing is I have a big Rolodex, and I know people that know people, and then I know people directly. And Tony Daniels is one of the greats that I've known over the years. We didn't even get into his history with Texas Tech and Green Bay as much. We got stuck on the Odessa Carter thing, but man, a wealth of knowledge, man, and a great, great freaking interview in person, man. Love his whole entire family.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was good, man. Good to see old Tony, man. Good family, good people. You know what I mean? Glad he in our neighborhood. You know what I mean? So
no doubt.
What's up, man? One came in, become a pillar. I'm excited for him. You know what I mean? And everything you got going. So, yeah.
I forgot to ask him, was he having a Super Bowl party? I would have been like, I would have invited myself to his new palatial palace he got. But I think I'm here. Think I'm headed to Benetti's with DJ Throwdown Sam. He invited me to come out there and watch the Super Bowl. He DJing out there. So if the Dub want to come out there and hang out, y'all got an open invite to come out there.
Where you going, J Mac?
That's a little too far for me. I don't know. I mean, if I'm doing a show, I ain't going too far. I'm either gonna be here or I might go run by Jesse Whitehouse. I think he having a Super Bowl party. I might go over there and grab a couple plates and come on back, get ready for the show.
Yeah, you know you can run the show off your phone, don't you? Have you tried it?
I like to sit right here
with your microphone,
with my mic, watching Kyrie Irving cook these boys.
Oh man, let's go. Oh, is the game? Is he cooking right now?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, I got to jump off and see what the dealio is. What's the
How they look together?
Well, Luka not playing. Luka hurt, but Kyrie look good.
Oh man, I love it. I got to see
jumped
that.
out to a big old lead, and Clippers started chopping it down before halftime. They just came back. I ain't watched it since they came back from halftime, so I got to see.
No doubt. So I need Super Bowl predictions before we get out of here. So we'll start with Coach Carr, your analysis, and don't give, you got to give us a score.
I got it. Listen, somebody from Texas gonna win.
And he talking about the quarterbacks. Congratulations to 2 black quarterbacks from the great state of Texas, baby.
Yeah, and one of them is gonna win, and whoever wins is gonna win. Who I want to win is Jalen Hurts, and I want him to win because think about it like this: this dude got his job taken in the national championship game in college. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for him to overcome that, go transfer, not only transfer, but win the Heisman. Did he win the Heisman? Or no? Did he win the Heisman that year?
I don't think he won. Did he win?
I don't know.
No, Jalen. I don't think Jalen won the Heisman.
No, he didn't.
But for him to do what he did at Oklahoma,
No, I don't think he won.
And then get drafted in the 3rd round, and now he's playing in the Super Bowl. If he does that, man, that's monumental, man. So I'm gonna say the Eagles and Wilbur Bryce and his Eagles, and I'm gonna say the score is gonna be 28-21. I just think the defensive line for the Eagles is just too doggone good.
Okay. Hey, everybody's putting their scores in. Put your name on there on the chat. I meant to say this earlier, but we kind of got crossed up on how we was gonna go. But I was gonna give away a prize pack, T-shirts and all, for somebody who can come up in the audience with the closest score. Put the team who's gonna win, and we're gonna give the closest score. We're gonna give a shirt too, and I'll donate a couple of towels as well. Southside versus everybody, but I got some Dub T-shirts ready, or hoodies. I give a Dub hoodie. So holla at your boy. Put the scores in. Everybody is on the chat now. It's about 15, 20 of y'all right now. Go on here, put your score on it. B Rise, what you got, boss?
Man, Eagles, Eagles front 4 is gonna give them home problems. I think Eagles got the better defense. Mahomes is still kind of hurt with the ankle injury. Ooh, man, I'm going to Eagles, man. 27-21.
Man, somebody wrong for this. I wish I could see who put that in there. When they come on here, just say Facebook user. Who that?
I ain't no telling.
Yeah, that's Swaggy. It might be Coach Todd. He said he don't watch the Cowboys anyway. J Mac.
Who was it? Who was it that wrote that?
Oh, I thought you saw it. I don't know. I ain't see it. You see it, Raza?
No, I thought Raza said it.
No, I can't see it. No, I can't see it.
Okay.
I can't see it.
Okay. And I don't know who the hell keep putting these scores in here, not saying who gonna win the game. You just put 31-23. I need put your name on it, put your score on it.
No. They got Eagles. They say Eagles. They got the Eagle logo.
Okay, well they must have corrected. All right, J Mag, what's your analysis?
I don't really care. If it ain't the Cowboys, I don't care. I hope they both lose. That's why I'm doing the show Sunday, because hell, Cowboys ain't playing. I don't give a damn. Right. Yeah, I like to do the show in the middle of the game. Hell, it'll make no difference.
Oh man.
But I guess I'm gonna go for Pat Mahomes, because I don't want nobody in the NFC to win shit ever.
Oh man, look. But
if it ain't the Cowboys, I want the AFC to win every year.
Oh man. Hey, look, hey, Tony's still hanging out in the background. That's why we need that bubble app and stuff, because people gonna want to talk to J Mac. We gonna make some money on that. Also, I'm gonna go with, I had to divorce the Cowboys because I'm tired of seeing that. When my son told me I done been a Cowboy fan all my life and ain't seen in one crap, it just hurt my feelings. So I went here and got my new hat, my new team, my homies right there. I'm going with the fighting my homies. It's going down, baby. 30-28. Who put that in the group the other day where it already had the predicted score and winner and all that the other day? It looked real. It looked like they already wrote the script for the Super Bowl, like 38-34 or something, Eagles. Y'all see that?
I don't know how I feel about this, Pat, about you right now. But you know what? It's very typical Pat, because you went to like 10 different high schools.
No, that's swaggy.
well, you went to Roosevelt
and Duncanville, baby.
Yeah, well, there you go. You stayed in the portal. So that's what I'm saying. So right now you're a Portal fan? Is that what you are?
I'm a
Kansas
Portal
City
fan.
pulled you out the portal?
I'm a fan of the Portal. I'm following Dion to Colorado too.
B Rise, these fans going in the portal, B Rise. How you feel about
that? They all say that. Wait till August.
He'll be back.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, Carl, you wasn't even on the show when I did the portal, was you?
No.
Yeah, I had like 4 hats up here like the kids do on college day, and I was just peeling off hats left and right until I found the team I want to roll with.
Well, who'd you roll with?
I'm rolling with the Chiefs, man. I peeled off a Seahawks hat, a Bears hat, I threw the Cowboy hat in the trash, and I'm rolling with the Chiefs now.
Well, why was you overly dramatic with the Cowboys hat?
Bruh, and look, I'm gonna say this. I feel like I can do this because this is the original Dallas team anyway, the Dallas Texans, baby. Y'all know the Chiefs are from Dallas anyway. Dallas, Texas, baby. So hey, I'm still repping the state, baby.
Do you think Mr. Hunt claimed Dallas? You think the Hunt family claimed Dallas? You think
that's where he made their money?
Hey, they still live here.
They still live here.
Right.
Well, I worked for Shredder. I used to service the Hunt building, so you damn sure right. They still live here.
All right, I give you that.
Yes, sir.
I give you that.
Well, man, hey, any parting words before we get out of here? Because it was fun tonight, man. As usual, love working with you guys.
No doubt. Best group ever. We miss you, Swaggy.
Yes, sir. Swaggy was at a game that looked boring as hell.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I feel like we should suspend Swaggy for missing a game and go watch that shit. That damn Carter versus Lakers basketball game. Like, bro, that's one of them games that if your kid ain't playing, what the fuck you doing?
Bro,
that's borderline like that. That's like creep. That's like you a creep or something. You hanging around a Carter Lincoln game.
Bro, I looked at Swaggy was on the pre-show before y'all came on. He showed me the video of that game, bro. It looked like a junior high school game in Iowa or something. it was.
And then Swaggy posted the score like proudly. I'm like,
what was the score? What was the score? When they was up by 40?
I don't know. They beat them by like 40 something. Like just proud.
I'm saying.
Hey, so look, I wish he was been here because I wanted to ask him about Pinkston. So did Pinkston get into a fight with North
rumor.
Dallas? Like explain that to me.
Oh, that's just rumors.
They always fight.
Pinkston got
Pinkston always fight.
Until you see it on Dallas Morning News, don't even worry about no rumors.
Okay, because I just feel like he's making up something so Carter can be back in first place, but it seems to me that they just got beat.
Bro, it was there. There was a lot of dramatic in the group today, and I'm like, what the hell? I ain't heard nothing about it outside the group.
Yeah, I mean, some people just can't take a L.
Yeah.
Some people can't take a L.
Some people just can't take a L. Just
hey, coach. Now I'm hearing that Pinkston got a forfeit the game. Did someone say that in the group that some players they couldn't play something like that?
Swaggy was telling that all over the internet and just
Rise, that's what I was asking, man. Like, is that a
I know.
thing?
I'm like, so that's what I'm asking. So Pat, do you know? Like, so did Pinkston have to forfeit the game or what?
Bro, as a matter of fact,
just Google it. If you don't see an article saying Pinkston forfeited the game, dog, it ain't. It's just.
So what you saying is Swaggy making up stuff to make Carter look good.
Swaggy trying to save the win streak, man.
He's trying to save the win streak, bro. They the won 16 in a row, won by forfeit, and then
I don't even
then he cheering for Pinkston against Wilmer Hutchins. Then he cheering for him against Wilmer Hutchins like that's gonna do something. I don't know, bro. It was convoluted, Swaggy. I don't know what you're doing, bro.
Speaking of which, boy, did you see the dunk that Pinkston? That boy just a sophomore, man. That kid right there is crazy,
bro.
That dunk he did on that Wilmer Hutch kid, man, that's somebody's son. God.
I wish I had that. I was playing Sunday night for sure.
Yeah, man. It was beautiful too. I ain't gonna lie, but God, I feel bad for that kid. I like, man, that was my son, man. I don't know, man. I would have had to stop the game.
All right, guys. Mama would have look.
Just don't pick him up after school.
Oh my Lord.
Just make him walk home.
My mama would have went out on the court just cussing everybody out.
Just stop the game, man. Give me the ball. I'm grabbing the ball and take off running.
Oh my God. Oh man, my boy in rare form tonight. Parting words. We'll start with you, B. Rice.
Man, good night. Time to go to bed, man. It's late.
Yeah, man. My daughter just texted me. You gonna take me to school? God, dog. Yeah.
Yeah, it's time to go to bed, man.
All right, Carl.
Oh man.
What you got, Coach?
That's it, baby.
Hey guys, we are slanging towels. We are slanging towels. We need y'all to start buying. I still see my boy from Duncanville still slanging shirts and jackets and everything. We slanging towels the whole spring season. We're gonna roll up.
That's what's crazy. I know a few people that went back, but I think they ordered like hoodies and t-shirts, didn't they, Will?
Mm-hmm.
Hang this up in your man cave. Hang this up in your man cave. If you ain't got one of these, what you living for? So with that being said, the dub, we out.
Watch
baby.
this. Watch
Next, football talk is a big hit. Sunday nights to Wednesday nights, we striking a match cause we lit. Y'all know the name, we call it the dub. On Friday nights, it feel like a club. Getting that VIP treatment on the sideline, they showing us love. Great interviews, go Hoods. Put in work, go good. Texas youth and high school talking to page on Facebook, hold up. Coach Carter still on the team, giving advice, he do what he mean. Jay Mack and Swaggy Big, rocking the gear, it's so clean.
Big guys and goes easy, off the easy, push easy. When my steppers are special kids, making plays was so easy. Trying to win, we so greedy. All our fans are so needy, cause they need to hear them talk about their club. We do it for the dub. 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 That TF dub. We do it for the dub. We do Roderick, Coach Carr, and Ron Riser.
Well, all right. What's happening? What's going on? Welcome to the #1 talk show. Speak out.
The dub, baby. You heard it first. The dub.